That's the sound I'm going to be listening to all night tonight. I'm not far from this spot here where I'm camping this time. Yeah, back at Hancock Campground again. I don't know. not a lot of places open right now still. It's still March, so not a whole lot of options and places that I can camp. A little icy here, so I gotta walk carefully. I don't have my ice cleats on or anything. But, yep. It's just Scott here, settled in. No, I didn't shoot any video coming in this time. I just decided to just get here and get set up. We're all set up now. And, yeah, I'm gonna be here. Hopefully, no sick cats this time. So I can stay here for the whole time, up to 3 nights, depending on what the weather does. And get a real good long-term test of the furnace. See how that does. Last test was just a single overnight. This time we're going to see how the whole van does. Furnace, battery system, everything. For 2 to 3 nights. Don't know what to expect yet. But the other problem here is the mud. And there is a lot of it. Whole ground is all mud out here this time. So thankfully I've got that furnace. It's going to help keep the floor dry. Because yeah, I'm tracking a lot of mud in. No matter what I do, I can't seem to wipe my feet off enough. Alright, back at the van. Oh, it's nice and warm in here. So we got everything set up. Yeah, I got a design change to the ceiling a little bit here. I added a layer of Reflectix to it. And next task is to put the wood up. That'll be a later video here when I get the wood up. I didn't shoot video of the Reflectix going up. That's just Reflectix and spray glue, so nothing nothing magical about it. But right now though, we gotta put my jacket on, and then we're gonna head over and pay for the site, because I haven't done that yet. So we're just gonna pay for 1 night, and we'll decide what we're gonna do tomorrow. We've got the option to either stick around and do some hiking, or maybe we'll head up to Barnes Field. I don't know yet. We'll see. Probably gonna stick around though, but we're just gonna pay for 1 night anyway. Get my first night in. Good way to remind myself what site number I'm in. Take a picture of the sign. Site 39. You'd think I'd remember that one by heart, because it's one of my favorite sites here, because it's just close enough to the river that I can hear it, and just close enough to the road that I can still pick up the cell service. Some of the sites down here don't do so well with it, so. And for those who need it, not too far from the outhouse either. But I don't need it. I'm equipped for it, so I've got my own outhouse, or in-house actually. But pretty quiet down here. A few bigger rigs on the other side that I saw. But overall, the campground's pretty quiet right now. I suspect it will be bustling by the weekend, though. I can imagine it was quite busy a couple of weeks ago for spring break, though. Alright, so this campground's pretty much an honor system for the most part. What did I say? Site 39. That's why I took a picture. Exactly why I took a picture of it, because I wanted to be absolutely sure I got all the information correct. And yes, Site 39. 39. Today's date is March 29th, so 3/29. Time is 5:10 p.m. Number of people, 1, because I'm a solo traveler. Number of days paying for, 1. I'm going to put down the planned departure date is March 30th. Just in case, which just means $25. A little expensive for no facilities or anything. But you get what you pay for, and this is the only game in town other than Barnes Field. Barnes Field I have to check out sometime. $15 a night over there, off season. Alright. Get this filled in here and we'll work our way back to the campsite. Still enjoying these battery operated lights. Okay, here it comes again. 50-50 chance. Right side up or upside down? What do you think? Right side up. Excellent. Alright. Nope. Not clean yet. But, for those of you who are concerned about my dirty stove, let's do something about that tonight, shall we? Picked these up at Market Basket this week here, so I figured, yeah, it'd be nice to have something I can clean the van up with a bit. And, well, the stove's probably a hopeless cause on this thing, but I need something a lot more than this, probably SOS pads and that, but let's give it a quick cleaning anyway, because it is kind of disgusting. I do need to clean this thing once in a while. When I get a more permanent stove installed in this van, I'm going to have to make sure I take better care of it than I'm taking care of this one, that's for sure. Because, yeah, this is pretty disgusting. Lemony fresh scent. Yeah, that's good. It looks a little bit better than it did, but it needs a lot of work still, so we still got to work on that. But yeah, let's make sure it works. Yep, it works. Just to move. Alright, so for tonight for dinner, we're just going to keep it simple. Nice simple spaghetti and meatballs, that's all. Nothing complicated, nothing fancy. Let's see, do we make the pasta first or the spaghetti and meatballs first? Because we only got the one burner, so I can't do them both at the same time. Pasta first, yeah. This pasta can reheat in the sauce after it's done, so let's do the pasta first. Yeah. Bottled water. And so we got the fridge running and the furnace running at the same time now. Good. Power consumption at the moment is almost a little over 4.5 amps now, so it's getting kind of noisy in here, but oh well. About to get plenty warm in here too, though. Actually, since I'm about to turn the heat on too, on the stove on here. Alright, wait for that to come to a boil, and we'll make some pasta. Alright, I'm not going to do a whole video on making dinner tonight, so I think everybody knows how to make simple spaghetti meatballs. It's just meatballs I bought in a frozen state, drop in the sauce, heat it up. So we'll talk to you in a little while. Now, sorry about the terrible lighting here. I couldn't figure out where I put my camera light, so I had to grab my flashlight instead. So I grabbed whatever works here. So doing the best I can here because I wanted to do this tonight. So I got a new, well, I think I've shown this in an earlier video when I was at the cabins camping. They didn't really get a chance to actually use it. I've got an oven now. Got it for Christmas. Yes, it's March. It takes a while to get to some of these projects, but I picked up this little oven here. Well, like I said, it was a Christmas present. And tonight I think I'm going to make some cookies in it. So we're going to bake some cookies out in the woods here tonight. See, this thing to go together. Sometimes takes a minute. One side in, the other side pops out. The downside to things taking less space. Yep, so it's gonna happen here. One side goes in, the other side pops out. Nope. Now both sides are out. Excellent. Alright, let's try this again here. There we go. Not sure how it was going to work in these almost freezing temperatures out here. That's what we want to find out, right? Oh. There it is. Comes up that way. Goes in. That and that. There we go. That's the oven. Got a thermometer on the front. sits on top of the stove. So let's get the stove set up next. Again, sorry about the poor lighting here. Now I'm using my headlamp and it's kind of has a little bit of a flicker effect to it. But anyway, this pan here is, I picked this up at Ocean State Job Lots. It's just the right size to fit into that little tiny oven. You can see I've got 6 cookies on there. These are the Toll House cookies, chocolate chip lovers. They're supposed to be 3 inches apart, but I just don't have room for it. I don't want to make that many trips. And this is the oven itself. Sorry about the shadow there. Doing the best I can here. Let's see, it's just about up to temperature, so we're going to put the cookies in. Get them baking up here. And well, let's see what happens. Hard to do this holding the camera in one hand and the cookies in the other, but let's see what we can do here. Turn that up. And it doesn't open. And there like that. And cover it. There we go. Now it's supposed to take 12 to 13 minutes, but I suspect this is going to take a bit longer in this little oven setup, but we'll check back in with you when the cookies are ready. Alright, time for the cookies to come out. Unlock that. This is the first batch of 2. Look at that. Oh, that looks so good. That looks good. Alright, close this up, keep the heat in. I'm making a second batch right after this. Oh yeah. These fresh cookies. Kind of soft, but these are the cookies I'm making, by the way, here. Toll House chocolate lovers, chocolate chip lovers. Oh yeah, this is perfect. Okay. Nice and warm and soft. And, oh, oops. Alright. Okay, we'll let those cool. And, oh boy, sorry about the shadow. We'll let those cool off there and we'll give one a try here. We're going to make another batch up. Yeah, the ceiling's definitely too low. Anyway, those cookies were good. I ate about 3 of them. I ate too much tonight now, too. My stomach is definitely feeling it. Anyway. Yeah, we gotta do something about this. I'm sitting in bed here and hitting my head on the ceiling. Sit back a little bit here. There we go. That's better. Anyway. So today was a fun day. I pulled in here about 4 o'clock, so it was another late arrival. So I kept things simple. Yeah, I just made a simple spaghetti and meatballs for dinner, and I made too much, but should have only had 2 meatballs and not 3. But oh well. And I spent some time making those cookies up, which were really good, and I enjoyed them a lot. And now it's, like I said, it's time to settle in for the night. What is it now? 33 degrees outside. Just went for a little bit of a hike, so it's actually dropped down to 65 in here, but it'll be back up to 72 shortly. You can hear the furnace running in the background there, I'm sure. So I took a hike down to the suspension bridge with my camera and just took a couple of nighttime photos of it. So outside of that, haven't really done much of anything tonight. Again, I got in at 4 o'clock. I didn't have much time. Luckily, I still had a few hours of light. So this is probably where we're going to wind this video down for tonight, because, you know, I know this hasn't been exactly an exciting one. Tomorrow we'll head back out into Lincoln Woods, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we feel like doing there. Everything's still has a good layer of snow and ice on it yet, so I'm not sure how good the hiking's going to be. But we'll make some breakfast and coffee. I'm going to use my little pour-through coffee maker again in the morning rather than the drip coffee maker. This seems to work better when I'm inside the van, so we'll use that and just relax with breakfast in the morning. Unfortunately, I did lose a planned camping adventure. My next trip after this, I was going to head out to Pawtuckaway State Park again, mid-April, and enjoy some springtime out there. It's It was one of my favorite trips last year there because they had a lot of stuff. All the spring peepers around, the life just starting to come up, all the wildlife at Pawtuckaway, and things like that. I really had that one I really enjoyed there where I got to sit in the back of my van here in bed there drinking my coffee and watching the eagles out over the lake out there. And unfortunately that's not going to happen this year because we had a really late, very wet and heavy snowstorm come through here a couple weeks back, and apparently it's done a fair amount of damage to the trees and that out there. Decided that they're going to postpone the opening a few weeks, which meant my trip got canceled. So I'm looking for another alternative for a mid-April camping adventure to get someplace there. Who knows, maybe I might head down south to Connecticut. I don't know, I've never been to Connecticut for camping. Never tried their campgrounds out, and apparently they have a few that open up April 7th, so those will be open. Otherwise, I'm having troubles finding anything. I'm not coming back here again. That much I do know. I'm not coming back to Hancock. I've had enough Hancock. This is my last trip here for a little while. At least until the fall. So, with that though, I think we're going to wind the video down here. So, appreciate everybody watching. And remember, slow down and enjoy life. And we'll talk to you guys later. Have a great night.